Testing!
On your camera, but all of a sudden that footage you just took looks jerky and choppy. It's not smooth and buttery the way it's supposed to be. That wedding ceremony you just shot looks more like a Jason Bourne fight scene. What happened? You didn't change anything. Well, you thought aperture priority mode was fine, but you've just learned the deep, dark secret that all video creators eventually have to contend with, and that's that shutter speed matters. You have to remember that video is really just photography done really fast. Each frame of a video is basically a photograph, and all the rules of photography still apply. Now, let's say, for example, you're shooting 24 frames per second with a shutter speed of 1/500th of a second. What that basically means is that the shutter's only open for 5% of the duration of each frame. And in between, your camera is just hanging out waiting for the next frame. And that means that all of your subject's motion between those short periods when the shutter is actually open is lost. It's not recorded. And because your shutter speed was so high, you actually wind up with a very crisp image. There's no blurriness from your subject moving. And on the surface, that can sound like a good thing. But the problem is when you stack them all together, you see all the gaps in between the motion, and the footage comes out a little bit jerky. Now, there are times when this is okay, and you actually want those really crisp, kind of jerky images. Sometimes this is used for sports photography or action scenes or battle scenes. It creates kind of a sense of frenetic activity, which might be what you're looking for in the shot. Check out this scene from the movie Gladiator, for example. This was shot with a high shutter speed. It helps the scene feel frantic and chaotic. If you go frame by frame, you can actually see how fast the shutter speed is. These clearly defined particles are a dead giveaway. With typical shutter speed settings, these would be a lot blurrier because of their fast motion.